Good morning. This is PJ, and this is our daily lectionary readings for Monday, July 5th, 2021. We have our three readings. We have our Psalm reading, our Old Testament reading, and then our New Testament reading. Let us get into the scripture. I'm going to be reading it once again from the Message. Psalm 119, 81 through 88. I'm homesick, longing for your salvation. I'm waiting for your word of hope. My eyes grow heavy, watching for some sign of your promise. How long must I wait for your comfort? There's smoke in my eyes. They burn and water, but I keep a steady gaze upon the instructions you post. How long do I have to put up with all of this? How long till you haul my tormentors into court? The arrogant, godless, they try to throw me off track, ignorant as they are of God and His way. Everything you command is a sure thing, but they harass me with lies. Help! They pushed and pushed, they never let up. But I haven't relaxed my grip on your counsel. In your great love, you revive me, so I can alertly obey your every word. Our Old Testament reading today comes from the book of Ezekiel. It starts in chapter 2, verse 8, and carries on through chapter 3, verses 1 through 11. So here we go. Only take care, Son of Man, that you don't rebel like those rebels. Open your mouth and eat what I give you. When I looked, he had his hand stretched out to me. In the hand, a book, a scroll. He unrolled the scroll. On both sides, front and back, were written lamentations and mourning and dew. He told me, Son of man, eat what you see. Eat this book, then go and speak to the family of Israel. As I opened my mouth, he gave me the scroll to eat, saying, Son of man, eat this book that I'm giving you. Make a full meal of it. So I ate it. It tasted so good, just like honey. Then he told me, Son of man, go to the family of Israel and speak my message. Look, I'm not sending you to a people who speak a hard-to-learn language with words that you can hardly pronounce. If I had sent you to such people, their ears would have perked up and they would have listened immediately. But it won't work that way with the family of Israel. They won't listen to you because they won't listen to me. They are, as I said, a hard case, hardened in their sin. But I'll make you as hard in their way as they are in theirs. I'll make your face as hard as a rock, harder than granite. Don't let them intimidate you. Don't be afraid of them, even though they're a bunch of rebels. Then he said, Son of man, get all these words that I'm giving you inside you. Listen to them obediently. Make them your own. And now go. Go to the exiles, your people, and speak. Tell them, this is the message of God, the Master. Speak your peace whether they listen or not. Our New Testament reading today comes from the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, verses 16 through 33. The heading is Many a Long and Lonely Night. Let me come back to where I started, and don't hold it against me if I continue to sound a little foolish, or if you'd rather just accept that I am a fool and let me rant on a little. I didn't learn this kind of talk from Christ. Oh no, it's a bad habit that I picked up from those three-ring preachers that are so popular these days. Since you sit there in the judgment seat observing all of these shenanigans, you can afford to humor an occasional fool who happens along. You have such admirable tolerance for impostors who rob your freedom, rip you off, steal you blind, put you down, even slap your face. I shouldn't admit it to you, but our stomachs aren't strong enough to tolerate that kind of stuff. Since you admire the egomaniacs of the pulpit so much, remember that this is your old friend, the fool, talking. Let me try my hand at it. Do they brag of being Hebrews, Israelites, the pure race of Abraham? I'm their match. Are they servants of Christ? I can go them one better. I can't believe I'm saying these things. It's crazy talk to talk this way, but I started and I am going to finish. I've worked much harder, been jailed more often, beaten up more times than I can count, and at death's door, time after time. I've been flogged 5 times with the Jews, 39 lashes, beaten by Roman rods 3 times, pummeled with rocks once. I've been shipwrecked 3 times, and immersed in the open sea for a night and a day. In hard travel, year in and year out, I've had to ford rivers, fend off robbers, struggle with friends, struggle with foes. I've been at risk in the city, at risk in the country, endangered by the desert sun and the sea storm, and betrayed by those I thought were my brothers. I've known drudgery and hard labor, many a long and lonely night without sleep, many a missed meals, blasted by the cold, naked to the weather. And that's not the half of it when you throw in the daily pressures and anxieties of all the churches. When someone gets to the end of his rope, I feel the desperation in my bones. When someone is duped into sin, an angry fire burns in my gut. If I have to brag about myself, I'll brag about the humiliation that make me like Jesus. The eternal and blessed God and Father of our Master Jesus Christ knows I'm not lying. Remember the time when I was in Damascus and the governor of King Aretas posted guards at the city gates to arrest me? I crawled through a window in the wall, was let down in a blanket, and I had to run for my life. Here ends our readings for the day.